Alright, so here we are with chapter 3. We've got this activation goal we need to complete. So let's just start up a train for that. We'll just do it the easy way, like so, up, and we've got this going. Oh, so over here you can see we need to pay rent. I don't want any trouble. And we've got the cash right here. We've got 5 cash left, so that should be more than enough to pay the rent. And you can see this has created a new trait, the threat. We're being threatened because we haven't paid our rent yet. And as with everything else, we can build stuff on it, we can get preparation through it. But we're not going to do that right now. Just going to let things run. And now that this work shift has been made ready, we'll just start that, get some more cash. We want the cash so that we can buy the wedding ring. Right, because now we'll have 3 cash left, and we need 5 for the ring. Each of these gives us 3 cash. Oh, look at that. Oh good, we set up chatting to the pretty person. So we're going to do that. I want to build this friendship so that later on we can talk to this person to help us deal with emotions. Cool. We can do it again, but I don't want to right now. Instead we're just going to let these things run. So we've completed our activation. You did not come here to merely to drive cars and clean houses. That's right, I didn't. So we're going to start with this contact tower. In fact, actually, let's look at the goals. So over here, we can learn our first mission. This country never spared itself in hurting you, should you hold back. So this requires contact, which we don't have just yet. Also, we could fight our programming. Is this who I am? And this needs disavowal. However, we have no way of generating disavowal yet, so we're sort of stuck with actually doing what we've been programmed to do. So I'm going to put down a contact tower. I'm going to put it down here. And hook it up like so. And then we'll be able to do this. Meanwhile, more casual racism from driving, which is making us angry. We have nothing to do with that. And since we have some will, I'm going to start developing our intelligent trait and put down a thought mine that makes thought. Just hook that up like so. Unfortunately, this one is quite far out, so we're not going to be able to get that much use from it. Look at that, we just cannot keep control of our anger. So maybe it's worth setting up this person to vent to as well. But I don't think so. I don't think there's enough yet to force us into that. Okay, so now we have 6 cash, which is not that much better than 5, but it's something. So we're going to start another work shift because we need it. And we're actually going to let the next day start before we do anything, because yeah, I had a feeling that our job quota was coming up, and that requires cash too. And this, as you can see, is a timed goal, so if we don't complete it before the time runs out, we're going to lose our job, and I don't want to do that. So we'll hook that up like so. We may as well start our first mission, and we'll just let these things run. Good, now that we've completed our job quota, I think it's time to buy a ring. So we've got no cash commitments coming up, right? We've filled our job quota and we've paid our rent. So we've got a little while before we need some more cash. So let's use this time to buy a ring. And you can see we've become excited by buying a ring. And this is joy. We're feeling happy for a change. So we can make cheer by remembering this emotion, and then we can use that to make energy. We might do that too, actually. We'll take a look, we'll let this run a little bit. We don't need it just now. So we're just going to run this again. But we might want that energy here. It's a nice place because it's close to this energy deposit. It sort of works. And we've completed buying the ring. And now we can propose. So this requires 5 date, and I think we'll just get into it. Why waste time, right? we'll run that. So you can see we have a lot of energy, but we're using most of it. It's because a lot of things require energy, right? So we've completed learning our first mission, and now we've got new ones. So once again, we could fight the programming, but we're unable to generate disavowal, right? We cannot disavow our motherland just yet. So we're going to have to leave that be and deliver papers. But we have no focus left. So over here, you can see that we're using 10 out of the 10 focus we have available to us. And what you'll notice, in fact, let's take a look at why. So these are all of the trains of thought that we have in our head right now. So 2 of them are painting, right? 1 of them deals with completing our work, and one of them deals with proposing, right? Now over here we have a bunch of these that are tied to emotions that are coming in, and a couple that are tied to emotions that are going to be built, like this one and this one. But now we lost control. And that you can see has really reduced the amount of focus we need. Also, you can see that losing control has the side effect of killing the active emotion sources. So it gives you a little bit of breathing room there. So now what we can do is actually start delivering these papers, and we can build a cheer mine here and a recharge here to convert that cheer mine. And we'll just hook all of this up with a nice path, and we'll even have that path go here. And I think I would like to put this here. I'd like to start talking to someone. But I got no will. Got no will to start something new. So we'll let these build, right? And now we'll set this up. So that should help protect us a lot. And in fact, what we can do is we can remove this path here, forcing all of our emotions to go down here, where they'll have to go by these towers. Now what that'll do is that'll make all of the trains that have to go down this way less efficient, but it'll keep us from losing control. So we'll see about making that trade-off. Okay. So nothing much happening, we're just trying to let things complete. It's got a bunch of stuff going on, but nothing really new. Right, so we completed delivering the papers, which is good, and we completed our work shift, which is also good. So it looks like we've got a little bit of a breather. I'm going to use that to work some more. Cash is a delicate thing. We have 3 cash now, which is a reasonable amount, but I would like some more. And we'll just take advantage of this quiet moment to see if there's anything else we'd like to develop. So over here you can see that spying requires preparation. So there are 2 major ways to get preparation. We can get it from our fear, which we can use our fear to make caution, and we can convert that caution into preparation, or we can do it by thinking about it. So in this case, I think so the downside of using emotions to generate things, of using memories of emotions to generate things, is that sometimes you get flashbacks, right? You'll get more flashbacks if you're doing this, and that's going to tax your system to take care of your emotions a little bit harder. But the plus side is that lets you free up your traits to do other things. So we can use this intelligent trait to play chess, which will help us deal with emotions, or to understand or think about things that we want to create understanding or to create sympathy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start by putting down a sympathy thing, because I think we'll need that before we'll need to prepare for anything. I'll also hook this up like so, nice and clean, and I'll put down this caution mine. It's a nice place for it, and it's pretty clean. Okay, so the question right now, one of the questions right now is, should we activate this tower where we vent to someone? And I think the answer is no, because while we have the focus to spare, if we activate this, that would decrease the efficiency of everything else, and I don't think we need to do that right now. I think we've got a firm hold over our emotions. Oh, so you can clean someone's house. It is nothing to do, and without you it will never be done. Hey, do we have energy to spare? Ah, nowhere clean. I think we'll skip that. It would be a nice thing to do to clean a friend's house, but I don't think we need to do it. So now we're in chapter 4. These chapters move faster. And you know the drill. I'm just going to stop this video and move on to the next one.